It's 11:05 here on WSPY, and we've got a special giveaway today with the fine folks at Allied First Bank. And in the studio today with me, we have Ken Bertrand, President and Chief Executive Officer of Allied First Bank, and Rory Boland, Director of Marketing from Allied First Bank. And we also have Kathleen, who works here at WSPY. And we want to welcome you all today. We've got a lot of great stuff to give away, and we're going to talk about Allied First Bank. And you guys want to, Ken, you want to let us know where you're located?
Sure. We're located in Oswego at 3201 Orchard Road. It's just north of Route 34 at Orchard.
Okay. Now, we've been looking at your website and AlliedFirst.com and ads on Facebook page, and the local community plays an essential part in Allied First Bank's mission. So what are the things Allied First Bank is doing locally?
Well, last year, 2020, was obviously a very crazy year for all of us with COVID. And we're very, very proud of what we've been able to do with the PPP loans, the payroll protection loans. We've been able to give out to over 300 small businesses in and around our area loans to help support their employees. And we figure we saved about 2,500 employees their jobs by being able to do that. So that was one part of it. The other thing that we've been doing for years and years, and last year was no exception, nor is this year, is supporting the local charities and the community in general. Last year we gave out over $100,000 in community support to the Kendall County Food Pantry, various other charities. We also have done an awful lot with the Oswego School District and supporting them. We do every year $20,000 in scholarships to the students at the high school. This year we're really excited about the fact that we've introduced this Dave Ramsey program to teach financial literacy to the students.
Nice.
And so, yeah, that's really a cool aspect of it. And then to kind of segment with it, we have added and partnered with an app. I guess you don't partner with an app, but we've made this app available to the kids. It's called Zogo. And they can go out and play on this app, and it actually teaches them financial literacy. And they can win points and then convert those points to things like Starbucks or Best Buy gift cards or gifts from us at the bank. So those are the kind of things we've been doing. But I'll give a plug to the Kendall County Food Pantry because I'm on the board there. Okay. And they're in need of a new refrigerator. So anybody out there that can, spare a few bucks if you've been fortunate enough to be okay during COVID and can help them, I know they would greatly appreciate it. And they didn't know I was going to say that today. So,
does it have to be a commercial refrigerator or any type of refrigerator?
It is a commercial refrigerator. I've been told they need to raise $80,000 for it.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a lot of money. We're contributing to it. Sure. I'm trying to get other banks to do it. I've found that difficult, but trying anyway.
But maybe people could just write a check and put in the memo, for the refrigerator, and all the donations would add up to.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That would be great.
Okay. Now, I got to ask the story behind the basketball court inside the bank.
Well, I did show up with a basketball today. It's kind of a passion of mine. I actually played basketball at 5 a.m. this morning, so not at the bank, but I did play. And when we were building the bank out in Oswego, we were going through the design process, and we really wanted to have a community room, something we could bring the community in to utilize in our space. And I came up with the idea of why don't we make it a dual purpose and put a basketball court in there. So for anyone out there that hasn't seen it, you need to come by. It's special. We have a glass wall up, so when you walk in, you can't hear what's going on inside the gym, but you can see. And just this morning before I left to come out here, we had the seniors doing line dancing in the in the gym. And so
fun.
we get that. We have a choral group that practices there during the school season, so they'll be starting up again.
Sure.
Boy Scouts use it. I've even hosted some luncheons after funerals there for friends. So
wow.
it's a very nice space. We don't charge anyone to use it. And it's just a way to bring the community in and get them involved. So it's
well, if
fun.
someone had an event that they wanted to use it for, would they contact you at the bank, or how do they?
Yeah, we'll put that on Rory.
Okay.
They can contact Rory.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have our customer service email address. You can just probably go through there.
Okay.
As well as marketing at alliedfirst.com. There's also another.
Okay, alliedfirst.com.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Do we want to do one of our giveaways before we ask another question?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do a couple of them. The first one is from NCG Theater in Yorkville for 2 movie passes, and the winner is
Donovan Wesley,
of.
Yorkville.
And the next one is Winding Creek in Millbrook. It's a $40 gift certificate, and the winner is
Char Dombrook, also from Geneva.
Wow. Sure.
And then we have Mike and Denise's Pizzeria Yorkville, a $30 gift certificate, and the winner is
Sue Krause from Sandwich.
Wow. All right. So those guys are got some great
Yes.
giveaways
Yes,
there.
they do.
That's awesome. All right. Now we're going to ask this question. Locally, big banks are closing branches and merging with other big banks to create these mega banks. So why is this good or bad for customers out there, and where does Allied First Bank stand on that?
Well, you would think on the surface bigger is better. I would think that. I think a lot of people do. But what I think happens when they get too big is they just lose that sense of community and,
Sure.
and really understanding their customer. And, they also believe that you might get better technology with a big bank. But the reality is that's not necessarily true.
Sure.
In 1994, when I started this bank, I had direct dial home banking. That's before Al Gore invented the internet, right? Uh-huh. And we've been offering internet banking services since 1994. I was offering a bill payment service in 1994 that was free in 1994. It's still free today. So
That's nice.
it's nice. We also, you say, well, these banks have all these ATMs and you don't have those. Well, the reality is we have access to 55,000 ATMs. And if you go to one of those other guys and they charge you, we reimburse you for that. So
Wow.
I like to say I own them all. So it's nice. Rory comes up with great taglines, and this one is absolutely perfect. We're big enough to serve, and we're small enough to care, and we do care, and so we do a lot of nice things for the
That's nice.
community, and we can do all kinds of business loans. One thing, we do mortgages. Last year I did $3.4 billion in mortgages.
Wow.
That's a lot of people we were able to help. And this year looks like we may break that number.
I would think so, because
Yeah.
the housing market's just crazy right now.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
going well.
Yeah. All right. Now, which one of you can answer this one about your iceberg ad on Facebook that touts Allied First Bank? I was thinking it was Rory, but I wasn't quite sure. I thought it would be you, though, because you're in the advertising part.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, kind of like what he just touched on in some senses, that from a view, it looks like we're just a small local community bank, but on the flip side, like I said, we have all this technology and we have 25 small mortgage production offices around the country that help with mortgages.
Oh, okay.
So that was the reason why we were able to do that those loans. But yeah, it's just in general. I think in general is that the whole idea is that there's more to us than just a small local community bank and giving back and things of that nature. So,
The one thing too, we're in Kendall County. We are the only community bank in Kendall County that is chartered and here. There are branches from all over
Right.
with other people, but we're the only one in Kendall County. So that's a nice.
Yeah.
it's nice to be local.
It sure is.
You can have branches, but having roots is where I think. So.
They've got the roots.
May have heard
There you
that- may have
go.
heard that ad.
All right, do we want to give another
Yeah,
giveaway?
let's do a few more, yes.
Okay.
Okay, the next one we have is for Johnny K's, and that one is a $25 gift certificate, and they're located in Sandwich, and the winner of that.
Is Val Fopel, and they're located in Montgomery.
Then we have Wisconsin Dells, and it's at least a $64 value, and the winner is.
Kyle Carney out of Algonquin.
And then we also have Paramount Auto Detail in Sugar Grove, $125 value.
And this also goes to John Fopel of Montgomery.
And then we also have Breathe Salt Therapy in Yorkville, and that's a $39 value, and the winner is.
It's going to Alyssa Crockett out of Oswego.
And then I'll do another one. We have Maddie's Place, and that's out of Leland, and that's a $25 value, and the winner of that is.
Nathan Ryan out of Sandwich.
Okay. I didn't know how many more you had left.
Oh, we do. Oh, we have more.
Okay, so you want me to ask another question and then go back
If
to
you have
Sure.
more questions, yes, sure.
Sure. Okay. We want to ask you about the prestigious industry awards over the past few years that you've received.
Oh, I get to brag on us.
There you go.
I love that. That's perfect. So just last month, American Banker, which is a trade magazine that all us bankers read. We like to see what's going on.
Sure.
They had us ranked number 1 in Illinois and number 5 or 6 in the nation.
Wow.
For return on equity to our shareholders. And I'm very proud of that. That was a really big deal. The other thing, again, it's kind of trade related, but it gives you a sense of how we're doing with the rest of the world. And we were rated as a 5-star entity with Bauer Financial. And Bauer takes all of our financials and looks over how we're doing. And there's some big banks out there. For example, I just looked this morning, U.S. Bank is a 4-star. We got a 5-star rating, and it's only 11% of the banks get that.
That is great.
That's a big deal. And there's about 5,500 banks in the country, so that's a big deal for us. And then we had one other that was put out by Lending Tree. They ranked us among the healthiest banks, top 200 healthiest banks in the country. We came out at number 158.
Nice.
So that was also good. So
Awesome.
bragging is done.
What else we got?
We've got Indiana Beach for 4 passes, and the winner for that is.
Brandy Fanning of Plano.
And then we have Galaxy Fun Zone, which is in Aurora, and that's a $105 value, and that's.
Jessica Barasas out of Montgomery.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we have Ralph's Car Wash in Sycamore, and the winner is.
Anne Marie Coleman out of Addison. No more excuses.
And then we have Lincoln Inn in DeKalb.
And that's Peggy Johnson out of Naperville.
And then we have a couple more here. We have Santa's Village in Dundee, 4 tickets, and.
That goes to Danielle Boxey out of Lockport.
And then we have the Bristol Renaissance, 4 tickets valued at $103, and that's.
Going to Stephanie Simison out of Plainfield.
Yep, there we go. So all these people are going to win these wonderful gifts. We're going to send them out to them.
All right. Let's go over where you guys are located again, and we'll wrap things up, okay? So, Ken and Rory, you want to let us know where you're located again and how people can get a hold of everybody at Allied First?
Absolutely. First of all, you can go online, www.alliedfirst.com. Our physical location is 3201 Orchard Road in Oswego. And you can reach us at 800-272-3286. That's our direct number. And just one sidebar note, I have a new employee starting on Monday. I thought we might as well plug her. It's Linda Radicke, and she is going to be the operations manager. So she'll be starting on Monday. So if you know her from another bank, come check her out on Monday.
Okay. All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming in, and we want to remind everybody again to send a check out to the Kendall County Food Bank so that they can purchase that commercial refrigerator to help with feeding the homeless.
Right.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming out, and I hope everybody can come out and check out the bank and maybe play basketball with you.
Absolutely. You come out, I'll take on all challengers. Okay. Have a great day. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.